You know, every time Chevy drops something new in the Camaro lineup, it feels like a celebration for car enthusiasts. And the 2026 Camaro ZL1? Man, this thing is shaping up to be something really special. It's not just another muscle car refresh. It's Chevy proving the Camaro can still evolve, still surprise us, and still stay relevant in a world that's quickly shifting toward hybrids and electrification. First glance at the design, and you'll know right away it's a Camaro. Chevy didn't go crazy and abandon tradition, but they definitely pushed the ZL1 into a sharper, meaner look for 2026. The front fascia has this aggressive stance, almost like it's ready to pounce, with slimmer LED headlights that carve into the bodywork. The grille is bold but more sculpted than before, balancing aerodynamics with that muscle car attitude we all love. From the side, you'll notice tighter, more athletic lines, giving the ZL1 a sleeker, more modern feel without losing that Camaro muscle silhouette. And the rear? Wide, muscular haunches and a new quad exhaust setup that just screams performance. It feels like Chevy wanted this car to look futuristic but still instantly recognizable to die-hard Camaro fans. But the real story here is what's under the hood. Yes, the Camaro ZL1 is going hybrid. Now, before the purists roll their eyes, hear me out. This isn't about turning the Camaro into some quiet eco-box. Chevy's hybrid system is all about enhancing performance. The 2026 ZL1 pairs a twin-turbocharged V8 with a high-output electric motor, and together they're putting down numbers well above 700 horsepower. That's more than enough to keep it toe-to-toe with anything Ford or Dodge can throw at it. The electric motor isn't just about efficiency. It delivers instant torque off the line, meaning this Camaro is going to feel like a rocket the moment you stomp on the gas. And, of course, it'll still give you that classic V8 roar we all crave. Chevy made sure not to water that down. Here's the surprise twist, though. Chevy has actually given the 2026 ZL1 some off-road capability. Now, I'm not saying it's going to replace your Silverado or compete with a Bronco, but the car sits a little higher than before, with an adaptive suspension system that can adjust to different terrains. Think of it as a muscle car that doesn't mind taking the scenic route, even if that means some rough pavement or a gravel stretch. It's a clever move because it adds versatility without taking away from the ZL1's track-ready nature. You still get that magnetic ride control for carving corners, but now you've also got a Camaro that feels less limited by perfect roads. Step inside, and Chevy has really leveled up the interior. The 2026 ZL1 feels way more premium than past Camaros. You're looking at a driver-focused cockpit with a huge curved digital display that blends the gauge cluster and infotainment into one seamless screen. The graphics are sharp, the interface is smooth, and everything just feels futuristic without being overwhelming. Materials have improved too. Think more Alcantara, real aluminum trim, and stitching details that remind you this isn't just a base Camaro. The seats? Bolstered for track days but comfortable enough for long drives, with heating, cooling, and even a massage option. Chevy clearly wanted this to feel like a modern sports car cabin that can hang with the Germans while still keeping that American muscle soul. So how much will all of this set you back? Chevy hasn't nailed down the exact price just yet, but all signs point to the ZL1 starting somewhere around the $75,000 to $80,000 mark. Yeah, it's not cheap, but considering the power, the hybrid tech, and the level of refinement you're getting, it's actually pretty competitive. It undercuts some European rivals by tens of thousands, and you're still getting a car that can hit insane performance numbers while being practical enough to live with every day. Now, comparing this ZL1 to its past versions is where things get interesting. The old ZL1 was all about brute force, a monster V8, big supercharger, raw power that didn't care much about efficiency or tech. This new ZL1 is smarter. The hybrid system makes it quicker and more responsive, the design is more aerodynamic, and the interior is light years ahead of what we had just a few years ago. Some people will miss the old-school simplicity of the last ZL1, but I think most enthusiasts are going to appreciate how this 2026 model blends tradition with innovation. It's Chevy saying, yeah, the world is changing, but the Camaro is still here to play. And honestly, I love that, because the Camaro has always been a symbol of American performance. Bold, loud, unapologetic. Now, it's stepping into the future without losing that identity. It's still a muscle car at heart, but now it's smarter, sharper, and more versatile than ever before. So, whether you're a longtime Camaro fan or just someone who loves fast, exciting cars, the 2026 ZL1 is definitely one to keep on your radar. It's proof that Chevy isn't giving up on muscle cars, they're just evolving them for the next era. And if this is what the future looks like, I think we've got some seriously exciting times ahead.